Alright, hello and welcome back. I'm going to do a quick reading of the This Week at Bungie. Looks like this one was written by Deej. We're on October 15th, 2020. Switch over to showing it here. This Week at Bungie. So, okay. Stuff related to the raid, it looks like, by the artwork here. This week at Bungie, we're calling the shot for the next race to world first. Destiny 2 Beyond Light is about a month away from launch. For us, this means closing out the game and getting ready to hand it off to you, with a few more fun social media moments to unveil along the way. For you, this means a final stretch of anticipating the new story and the new world you'll experience as you aim down the barrel of your weapon of choice. For the elite raiders in the room, this means a new shot at glory. The race to a world's first completion of a raid is one of the most spirited traditions in the Destiny community. Race Day is when the world turns its eyes to Destiny to see who emerges as the hero. We have stood next to some of those legends on a stage while they claim their titles in front of a cheering crowd. It's almost time to fire that starting pistol again. The next race for Raid World First begins on Saturday, November 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific. So, what is that? That comes out, damn, you get a week and several days to prepare for this raid then, because the DLC drops on November 10th. That actually gives me a lot of hope that this is a pretty substantial DLC. I think the last time we saw such a wait in release was what, like maybe Leviathan wasn't even that long. That was like the same week, was it not? So maybe like Taken King gave you how long? I don't know. It's been a long time. Anyways, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. We see you assembling your firing teams and conspiring how to power your way up to a competitive level. We hear you asking when you should call in sick. Now you know, so get to finalizing your plans. Here's what you'll need to know. Contest mode will cap all players at 20 power below each encounter for 24 hours, which is the same as Garden of Salvation, Shadowkeep launch, right? Or was that 40 power? Anyways, artifact power will be disabled. That is really good. That's actually really good. During contest mode, 1230 power is your team's goal to be at the cap for all encounters. Being above 1230 will not provide any additional advantage in the final fight. Okay. So what does that give us? We'll continue on for now. This year the ritual for naming the winners will be different. Following all the immediate fanfare and bustle that follows the checkered flag, our data scientists will be spending extra time validating the finishing team's run. Expect the official announcement for World First to come a bit later than usual. Disqualifications can happen as per the official rules, so finish strong even if you hear rumors of another team's victory. Well, that's good, because that'll kind of quell some people's complaints about whether or not there would be legitimate teams finishing first, potential cheaters. An award ceremony will take place in the days that follow the raid. We'll crown the champions who return first to orbit after a respectable effort. Once we validate a mission completion, we'll enter their names into history. Every member of the 6-player fire team who is certified as the world's first finishers will receive a title belt as their ultimate reward. We will unveil the new belt closer to the start of the race. Even if you don't win World's First honors, the earliest victors in the raid can claim some awesome rewards to let the world know you were among the first to fight. Everyone who's completed the raid in the first 24 hours while contest mode is activated, will receive this very special emblem. That's pretty cool. I like how it's kind of lit up, glowing in there. For those of you who want to flex in style, we'll be offering a new Europa Ready raid jacket you can purchase through Bungie Rewards. Finish the raid before December 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific to claim your code. You can use that code to make your purchase anytime before basically midnight of January 1st. We'll show off a preview of the jacket closer to the launch of the raid. For those who like to savor new content like a fine wine and not rush through to the raid experience, you will have rewards waiting on you when you get there. Along with the redacted weapons and armor, everyone who completes the raid will earn this emblem. So that's a lot different. I mean, I still like this, but cool. So that's what we're going for, I guess, essentially. Good luck to everyone with their sights set on the final boss. Starside, the next generation. Actually, I guess before we get into that, I want to kind of go through this. Sorry, I just need to pull back up a few things that I had minimized, but I want to go back to what this is kind of pertaining to. So 1230 power. The gear that we have right now goes up to 1360 that it's dropping at. So the stuff that we'll be getting in next season, I'm guessing we'll have a little bit of a higher cap than that. I'm just kind of curious like what 1230 power means if for the actual gear cap. Excuse me, if that will be like 1250 then or 1240. Because right now we're 1060, right? So that's quite a bit of time. And then just to reiterate, I mean, the raid doesn't come out for a week and a half, effectively. Almost 2 weeks. That gives people a lot of time to prepare, and that's a pretty significant gap in gear, so I feel like it's safe to say that this DLC is going to have a substantial chunk of content for people to go to, which is exciting, actually, because I feel like this is going to be like actually a Taken King, or like Shadowkeep 2.0, or not Shadowkeep, Forsaken 2.0. It's really exciting. And also the artifact power being disabled kind of lessens the impact of people saving the bounties. It will still be able to access a lot of the things that'll be available later in the artifact. So it's still worthwhile to stack your bounties, unless there's anything that they say further on, but at least the power will be disabled. If these heavy ammo things are, with the armaments being removed and heavy ammo potentially being more scarce, it'd be nice to see if the artifact has maybe heavy ammo finisher to kind of make up for the fact that people don't have armaments anymore. I don't know. Interesting. Cool. Anyone looking for a group? I need a group for this. Okay, so this is just stuff about the enhancements for the current generations. Oh, the console's getting, yeah, okay. So earlier today we announced how Destiny will perform on your next generation console devices. If you have a pre-order in hand, we want to set expectations for when the full suite of next-gen enhancements to the Destiny player experience will land. These upgrades will be delivered on December 8th. Here's a preview of what you can look forward to if you'll be one of the first to install a shiny new deck in your entertainment center. Okay, so there it is. If you want to freeze frame on that or anything, I'll leave it there because I'm not going to read through all of it, but nice to see that they're upping, or actually giving the option for frame rate, or bumping the frame rate up to 60 FPS with the FOV slider. Very nice. The key to celebration. Ever since the festival, The Lost began, we've heard your feedback about the scarcity of the cipher keys loud and clear. Last week, we deployed some changes to improve upon the situation. Tweets, yeah, that was good. The cipher rates were abysmal previous to the drop changes. Even still, it's not very fun, arguably. Since these changes went live, we've seen many Guardians claiming their mummified ghost ship and Sparrow from Eva Levante and the Tower. With candy raining down from your defeated enemies and ciphers doled out after completed activities, we hope this event feels much more rewarding. Festival The Lost Bungie rewards are also a bit more accessible, even to those who see themselves as casual gamers in the realm of Destiny. Complete the introductory quest and redeem 15 ciphers to unlock the Shade Hollow emblem and Restless Ghost shell pin on your Bungie rewards page. Okay, so I have that already then. I just didn't. I gotta sign in and claim it, as most people probably do. So thank you to all who sounded off at the beginning of the event. We're continuing to watch the conversation as it evolves, and hope you're enjoying the event since the changes went live. Patrons of the arts. We're excited to announce that the Bungie Store Community Artist Series is back. There are so many amazing artists in the ranks of the Guardians. From time to time, we select a few of them to partner with us in creating some loot you can collect in real life. Check out the creative people who are being featured in this round. That looks really cool. The jack-o'-lanterns. I think they're called, right? Clinton Falker. I got started in art at a very young age in the Philippines. We didn't have much back then, so creating things like drawing, sculpting, or constructing kept us entertained. My favorite projects to work on are group-based concept projects. I love bouncing ideas off like-minded people and creating something amazing together. I love working with either traditional or digital tools. I embrace them both. I have aspirations to retire back in the Philippines. That's my goal. Going back to where it all started, my art is a stepping stone to that goal. One thing I love about Destiny is the community. There's a lot of good people doing good things. They inspire me to create and share. Cool. Kid is very talented. I mean, clearly. Does it have a link to this? I don't know, it doesn't link directly, but he'll be in this, which is an older post, right? Yeah. Cool. The Cult of Nokris. John Sermon. My name is John, also known as Farian online, and I've been creating art since I could hold a crayon. I actually put art on hold for more than a decade after college, but picked up the pencil again after seeing the first bits of concept art for Destiny. The mixture of genres, the complementary stylistic choices, and the character designs really ignited my passion for art. I've been drawing people's guardians ever since the game came out. When I'm not at work or drawing, I can generally be found playing video games, reading a good graphic novel, or coaching my kids in sports. Thanks for the chance to be a part of your lives. Very touching. John, I think I've seen him on Twitter. I should probably follow him. That looks really cool. A la cool. I guess this is maybe just the Wandering Terror, but effectively. The Dark Blade, right? Blade in the Dark, it's right in the name. Hi, I'm TWAB, and I've been an artist in the Destiny community since D1, drawing art based on the lore and stories for Myelin Games. Shout out. I've spent the better part of the last 5 years learning and practicing various styles so that I can be as flexible as possible in order to tell these stories. Along with making art for the community, I also like to go to the D2 directory on Twitch, start from the lowest view count, and look for newer streamers and surprise them with free art or graphic assets they might need for their streams to help encourage them, because I like seeing people grow. That's really cool. Brandon McCamey. I just followed him on Twitter. Shout out to TWAB. I put his recent art as my background. Where is he? This one. It's my phone background right now. These items are live in the store right now. Remember, when you help yourself to these offerings, you are supporting these excellent artists from our community. Do it. I thought about buying this short. Honestly, I kind of want to get this poster now. Doing their part. When the community team gathers, it's the player support specialists who are the smartest people in the room. When they know this game inside and out. They are the investigators when issues arise. They serve us all with information and updates on our process to keep all willing and able guardians online and in the fight. Our solar system depends on them. This is their report. Cipher decoders. Last week we introduced 2 fixes to increase the drop rates of cipher decoders upon activity completions. Players should note that these fixes will not provide an increase in cipher decoder drop rates from the following: enemy kills, game matches, forge completions, non-playlist strikes. Players who continue to observe issues with Cypher decoder drops should report them to the help forum. End of the season preparation. We are updating the end of the in-game season timer to reflect that Season of Arrivals will conclude at 7 p.m. Pacific on November 9th. Players will have until this time to complete any Season of the Arrivals quests, activities, triumphs before they become unavailable. Full list of items being removed can be found here. Which, if you haven't already seen, there's a whole bunch of them. So, known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our hashtag help forum. The unbridled enthusiasm emote is missing in its initial sound effect on trigger. Sorry, I can't even read it now. What even is that one? Festival of the Lost, I think, right? Gear can sometimes drop at 750 from chest. Sometimes. It's every single. I have not had anything drop above 750. Okay. The Canis Luna Hunter Vest ornament clips into certain gauntlets. Which one is that? I mean, they still haven't fixed the other hunter ornament that does that. Or, not vest, but yeah, vice versa. The gauntlets go through everything. The 100 gauntlets. Anyways, reel to reel. I guess I won't really watch through these, but here they are if you want to watch through them. Because, you know, shout out to these people. You can just check it out on their pages, respectively. Who is this? I can't even see it. Fuck. Okay. Oh, thank you. Want to see your work honored in the space? A great way to get our attention is to share it on our creations page. Include the hashtag MOTW. Please remember, we reserve the right to choose our favorites. One last time, when the business of this weekly ritual is done, the author usually closes on a personal note, so gather around and let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, on November 7th, 2011, after telling my family that I was running away from home to join the circus, I started my very first day at Bungie. I was starry-eyed, terrified, and in no way prepared for the triumphs and trials that awaited us all. Fast forward to now, past dozens of events, hundreds of deployments, thousands of patch notes, and millions of spent shell casings from my Suros regime. My last day at Bungie will be... What? My last day at Bungie will be November 6, 2020, thus closing out a full 9 years in the service of the player. It has truly been an honor. I'll never forget having the chance to see this community come together and create its own movement. The next destination on my professional journey lies down another path, but I'll always enjoy retracing the steps we've taken together. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Deej just been around for so long. He's like the best CM. I've made a lot of stops in a career that has spanned many different lives. One of my earliest mentors gifted me some wisdom that has proven true time and time again. Always be engineering yourself out of a job and replace yourself with someone better, he insisted. The truest measure of success is building something that can thrive in your absence. Why am I choked up over Deej? Bungie has been a very special place where I could do just that. The teams that I've had the privilege to work with will carry the conversation from there, as they have for many years. As they have for years now. They are a fine group of people who care about you as much as the awesome developers who work so tirelessly to create these worlds that we explore together. In so many ways, the community managers who are here to succeed me are better than I ever was at anticipating your curiosities. Stick close to them and they'll keep treating you like the heroes that you are. I'm proud to say that I'm leaving Bungie even more a fan than when I arrived those 9 years ago. Whoever warned that you should never meet your heroes didn't have the chance to work in a place like this. I'm taking with me a lifetime of incredible memories of Guardians I would have never known otherwise. Destiny will continue to be an amazing game, in part because of you. The people who play Bungie games together are the pride and joy of this company. It has been my pleasure to keep our community traditions strong during my time up front. Let us not say goodbye, my friends. Beyond Light is an experience that I'll share in with each of you. Yeah, he'll be gone before it launches. You'll still see me around for the weeks leading up to the launch, and then I'll be reverting back to my original role as a passionate member of this community. See you on Europa. Thank you for everything, and please do be excellent to each other. Deej out. Wow. What a final note to end off on. Deej, thank you for your service. You'll never see this video, but I want to say that, at least from myself personally, you were always an inspiration. I started down a path of taking courses in public relations and marketing, and part of the reason I'm even here making this is to be better at public speaking. And one of the inspirations for that was honestly seeing the way that that what is this, Daniel Dag, Deej, David, I feel so bad now, but yeah, seeing Deej out there over the years, I just always had an appreciation for how he handled himself as a community manager, the way that he assessed situations in interviews. He is just the cream of the crop when it comes to community managers. Maybe people like to have a bit of a less robotic approach these days. Not to call Deej robotic, but I don't know, people want like a hip and happening Zoomer CM who's in on all the memes and all that shit. But Deej was a great community manager. That's all I can say. Thank you for your service. So I guess that's all. We'll end this off on. Shout out to, first of all, Deej for his service as a Bungie community manager and everything he's done for the community, as well as leaving us in the hands of Cosmo and DMG now. As he said, I'm sure they take a... I almost want to pull up that clip of him at the GCX thing saying you can't hurt Deej anymore because he's dead inside. I want to pull that up. Fuck. Good times. Well, at any rate, thank you for watching. If you have until this point, shout out to the following artists in no particular order: Clint Felker, John Sermon, and Brandon McCamey. Follow these guys on their Twitters, or purchase one of their shirts, posters, and yeah, see you next week for another TWAB. Peace.